you. And now to a Rawson Reports hidden camera investigation on popular used cars. They can save families money, of course, and sales are up this year. But we found some of those cars may have some dangerous safety flaws, and folks may not know that. Today, national investigative correspondent Jeff Rawson's here with more. Jeff, good morning to you.
Hey, Savannah, good morning. 40 million used cars sold in the U.S. last year alone, so this affects a lot of people. And when you buy a car from a dealer, you ask a lot of questions. Is it safe? Is it reliable? Especially with used cars. And when the dealer says, yeah, all good, you trust them. But this morning, we're going undercover, finding cars for sale with unfixed safety recalls. And some dealers not telling the whole story. We're in the heartland of America, St. Louis, Missouri, shopping for a used car in good condition.
I'm looking for a safe, reliable car.
But our investigation found dozens of dealers selling popular models with potentially dangerous secrets. Open safety recalls ordered to be fixed by the manufacturers. You're telling consumers this car is safe, but there's an open safety recall. Don't you think you should know that?
Yeah.
It only took us a couple of minutes to find this safety defect, so why don't you know about that if you're selling these cars? Last year, more than 2 million used cars for sale had unfixed recalls, including defects that could cause car fires, loss of control on the road, even rollovers.
You have brakes that fail, steering that fails, airbags that don't work. They're life-threatening safety defects.
But do used car dealers always disclose the danger? We went undercover at several where we found used cars for sale with open safety recalls.
This is it.
Okay. Nice.
At this dealer, we check out this Nissan SUV. We ran the VIN and know it's been recalled for airbags that may not work. Good news, the dealer is open about it.
That's something we always check. There is an open service record for recall.
So if I wanted to drive the car off the lot today and buy it?
I think we would probably get it fixed for you today.
But at this next dealer,
I was interested in that 2007 Hyundai up front.
we aren't so lucky.
I put a brand new set of tires on it.
The dealer says this Hyundai needs a new sensor and has a lot of miles, but no safety problems.
It's perfectly safe. I ran it through my mechanic. He's, did his 100-something point inspection on it.
A 100-point inspection, that sounds great. But this car has been recalled for a stop lamp switch that could keep the cruise control running even when you hit the brakes, a malfunction that could lead to a crash. Records show this car hasn't been fixed, but the dealer doesn't tell us that.
So there's nothing I need to worry about?
Shouldn't be, otherwise I wouldn't have it here. We try our best not to have anything that's going to break.
Time for us to break this deal. Hi, Jeff Rawson from NBC News. Did you know there's an open safety recall on this car, potentially dangerous one?
No, I did not.
You didn't know about that?
If I knew there was, I'd have it fixed.
But that's your job. I mean, you're selling cars to customers and telling them outwardly this car is safe when there's a potentially dangerous safety defect on it that's open right now.
I apologize for that. I do my best I can. I can't look up every make and model car there is.
But experts say that's outrageous. It takes just minutes to look up a recall. He didn't want to talk anymore. At this next dealer, we're checking out this popular Honda minivan. Looks great, but we know it has an open recall for the brakes. They may not work well. But listen to what the dealer tells us.
No safety defects or...
No, I can show you a Carfax after you drive it.
Is there anything on it that I would need to worry about, or...?
No, that's why I'm willing to show it to you. If there's something on it, I ain't going to show it to you.
He shows us some other report that doesn't track recalls.
No problems or anything?
Otherwise you'd see red.
I have some questions. That's when the general manager comes out.
If there is a safety recall, absolutely, it would be taken care of.
But your salesman said everything was just fine, and then handed them a report and said everything's safe.
I guess that's something I probably need to talk to him about.
What if a customer bought this car and drove it off the lot and got into an accident sometime?
You're talking about manufacturer safety recall, correct?
Why is it taking me and this camera crew to tell you about a safety recall on a car that you're selling?
Well, I want to thank you for telling me about it, and I'll definitely get it taken care of.
We took our results to the industry group representing used car dealers. Is that acceptable to you?
Well, clearly it's not.
He says used car dealers should fix recalls. But believe it or not, there's no federal law requiring them to. Sitting here today, would you support legislation that would require these car dealers to fix every vehicle before they sell them?
Well, I don't know that we're in a position to take a position on that at this point.
Just you represent the industry.
Right, just because of where we're at with the issue as a whole.
He says there's no reliable database for recalls, and consumers need to do their homework too. Safety experts say that's a weak excuse. Until dealers have to fix these cars, drivers are at risk.
They're a threat to you, your family, and anyone riding on the road with you.
We should mention it is free to find recalls and also free to fix them. Good news is you can do it yourself. Here's how. Just go to our website right now, today.com. You click on the Rawson Report section. We literally have step-by-step instructions on how to check any car for unfixed recalls. It can be a car you're shopping for or even a car in your driveway right now. By the way, under the law, new cars have to be fixed before they're sold. Safety advocates, Savannah, are trying to get used cars included in that law, but so far unsuccessful.
Yeah, seems like a pretty big gap. Jeff Rawson, thanks so much.